He was going through a divorce, living in a new lease, just out of the hospital. It took his attorney referring him 3 times to me before he finally called, because for 6 months, he begged God to fix his marriage. He had done all the affirmations, the prayers, even courses. None of it worked. Nothing worked until he stopped trying. Be still and know that I am God. And now last week, he moved back in because he flipped the mirror. In this video, I will teach you why watching all these SP videos on YouTube still hasn't gotten your SP to come back to you, and what you can do right now to get your specific person back 10 times faster. He had seen improvements. They had gotten back into therapy. They had scheduled dates and plans involving their 2 boys and their extended families. But she eventually took it all back again and went to no contact. And he told me in a session, I'm standing there asking myself, did I imagine all of it? Was it just me being delusional? I was in my power. I was living in the end. And then she flipped back to the same person that accused me, dumped me, and betrayed me. And now we're back to square one. I hear this often. Look, this is usually when people go back to YouTube, searching through the old videos that had worked, looking to see what they had missed, scrambling for a new video, another tool, another tip, another technique, another coach, another therapist, to try harder, to push more. But the truth is, it wasn't that it stopped working. Something else happened. Here's our answer to question number 1. Why did it stop working for me? Because she left me again. So point number 1, it didn't stop working. He stopped being the version of himself that created that breakthrough. In other words, the moment he made her behavior his scoreboard, he lost the state that had changed everything. So after months of chaos, he got this one miracle. The divorce case, gone. They couldn't find the court order. They couldn't find the numbers. It was crazy. The court literally wiped it off a record. Then she texted. Then came date night. Then a soft conversation. He thought it worked. Finally, he started letting himself believe he was so close to letting go of all that fear. But then something happened. He reacted. Then she flipped again. And that's when he fell apart. Because a week later, she vanished emotionally again. He called me, panicked. Why is she doing this? I thought we were good. I thought we were past all of this. And I told him, you made her your scoreboard. You stopped being the man who brought her back. You stopped seeking the kingdom within, and you started waiting on her to prove it was safe to believe again. See, she didn't leave you. You left the state where you already had her. And the mirror, it just followed. So he made the shift once again. He saw the mirror respond. But the moment things got hard again, he did what most of us, you and I, do in this community. He just tried to heal faster and speed up the outcome. So then came the next question. What if trying to fix myself is actually making things worse? This is a powerful experience that all of us go through on our spiritual journey. We learn how to manifest and create and live in the state. Then when we think we lose that ability, we think, oh, I'm going to try harder. It worked before. Let me try more, faster, harder, more intent. Let's back up. Let's go back into story time. See, at this point in our sessions, they had made agreements, a timeline for moving forward. They were breaking through in their therapy with their couples therapist. He was doing great. He was modeling for their boys, not fighting for them. His job not only got back on track, he was getting great feedback, and he literally got a promotion. More money, more time, more peace, more proof. But when she started acting differently again, and she called everything off again, canceled dates, canceled therapy sessions, canceled invites to family time. And in that next session, he finally said this to me out loud. Why do I keep slipping backwards? Why does it feel worse after I work on myself? Listen, I told him, because you're not really healing. You're negotiating with the mirror. Because trying to fix himself to change her only reinforced the version of him that needed to be fixed and needed her to be fixed, right? See where we're going with this? It doesn't work that way. Let's go deeper. Every time that you and I go inward just to get a reaction from our partner, from our job, from whoever, we are still giving into that power. We're giving them power that is only ours. See, you're still manifesting from the wound, not the desire. You see, there is a reaction to the illusion of your perception of reality. One outcome that does not follow your expectation becomes your excuse to flip out and lose faith, to give into what I call the devilish functions of self-doubt and fear. Because you're still worshiping the outcome, the end result, holding on to it, wishing, hoping, affirming, and praying as if you don't actually believe it's coming. That's the problem. But when you stop focusing and working on yourself to fix your relationship and start becoming the happy, safe, secure dad, no matter what she does, the mirror begins to stabilize. Your kids come closer. She softens without even being asked. She didn't change. You chose the version of her that was already there with you. So let's anchor this in. You weren't healing to get her back. You're healing to come back to you, to yourself. That's the shift. That's when the reflection begins to stay. Because the mirror doesn't listen to your words, it reflects your being. And if you need support from an experienced professional as a divorce or relationship coach with over 7 years experience, or in living your life as a divine, multidimensional spiritual being that you are, with my over 25 years of experience as a spiritual advisor, click the link below, get a private session with me right now. So, question number 3. What do I need to stop doing in order for this to finally work? Listen, even after seeing more proof than he'd ever thought possible, he was still creating resistance by keeping score of the good. I know, crazy, right? Look, he had to stop reacting, tracking, and pointing out progress, because even that creates resistance. When he surrendered fully to the identity of happy, safe, secure dad, reality followed again. So towards the end, he'd call me and say, everything is great. She's texting me first. We're laughing again. She's even talking about the future. I feel so good and so happy. So what's next? What do I need to do to make sure we don't lose it all again? And I said, do nothing. Nothing. You don't need to add more. You don't touch it more. You don't check the mirror again. You live it. Because the only thing left to stop doing is the one thing that he kept doing, even in peace, pointing out what was right. She's doing better now. She's being softer. She's showing signs. And I told him, even that creates speed bumps because you're looking to her for confirmation. Because if you're still measuring the progress, you're still at a lower key, a lower vibration, waiting for everything to fall apart again. You're watching, you're hypervigilant. Does this sound familiar? This is not embodiment. This is your nervous system relapsing, dressed as celebration. And the mirror, it only stabilizes when you do, not ask, not watch. So I told him, stop doing, stop reacting, Stop pointing out what's wrong and stop pointing out what's right. Let it all be. Accept and surrender. Because the mirror moves cleanest when you stop looking at it. I reminded him, when you found me, you were crashing into trees. Now, you're just tapping the brakes every time things get quiet, thinking maybe you need to do more. You're watching out to see the signs. But now, don't do that. Not anymore. Now is about taking your foot off of the brakes and letting the thing drive itself. Because love doesn't need steering. It needs surrender. So, what did I tell him? Set an alarm on your phone. Let it go off silently all day. Have it saying things like, it's perfect. I'm in a simulation. I am God. God wants what I want. I am happy, perfect, and divine. Have that going off all day long so that you get silent check-ins with yourself, little reminders, little asides. Don't make a big deal out of it. Make it automatic until it becomes your automatic habit. No affirmations, no journaling, no trying, just presence, just trust, just identity. And how did it end? Well, he sent me a photo on Christmas morning, sitting around the tree with his wife, his kids, his home, laughing, whole, together. And here's what I told him in April, on a call that we both knew was going to be our last. I said to him, you're fired. You're graduated. You don't need me anymore. Go away and send me a photo next year. So here's a final reflection for you, the sacred and powerful creator that you are, watching this video, hearing my voice. You are not broken. You're not behind. You're not too late to shift this, because the same mirror that brought her back to him is the mirror that's listening to you right now. It doesn't need your effort. It needs your identity. So maybe this video isn't about saving the relationship. Maybe it's about remembering who you are, no matter what happens next. Because the moment you stop chasing proof and start embodying peace, the reflection shifts, the mirror softens, the love returns inside and out because it was never gone in the first place. Be still and know, not because it's a strategy, but because it's the truth. My name is Anthony Cortino, Sacred Cobra, reminding you, you are sacred, you are worthy, you are love. We'll see you next time. Cheers.